You see, work, this is what happens. You don't give me any hours, I make cosplay videos. Hey, welcome to another Kris Attempts Cosplay. So today, I'm actually an original character. It's not one that you can see anywhere else, it's one that I made. And this is my Killjoy character. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it deals with the world that My Chemical Romance, the band My Chemical Romance, created for their last album, Danger Days, this trilogy of the Fabulous Killjoys. And it kind of deals with this post-apocalyptic America, like some disaster has come and wiped out a whole bunch of people, like horribleness happened, and a city kind of grew out of the ashes, for lack of a better way of explaining that, and it's lush, it's thriving, and this place is called Battery City, and it's run by a company called Better Living Industries. But the problem with that is that they breed conformity and perfection. You know, there's no individuality, no color, like no music, none of that stuff. You have to do what you're told, otherwise there's severe repercussions. Well, on the flip side of that, outside of Battery City is just expanse of desert called the Zones, and that's where the Killjoys are, who My Chemical Romance are, or some of them. And, you know, they're fighting to bring back color and music and individuality and being your own person. You know, they want to bring that back into the world. That's what they're fighting for. And so I created my own Killjoy character, and her name is Perfect Chaos. And her story is that she was imprisoned in Battery City for 6 years for blowing up a section of Better Living headquarters. And she ended up busting out one night, and she runs out to the Zones and she becomes a Killjoy, and that's her story. She's definitely more of a badass than I am. But I actually was able to draft up a design and make a cosplay for her, and I'm actually really stoked with how this thing turned out. So first off, my hair, it's just pulled back into this really loose braid, and I've got my red and my yellow extensions clipped in. And that's just kind of something fun. One thing you see a lot with the Killjoys is that they have like different colored hair, so that's a fun thing to add in. My makeup, there's really not much going on my face, except I took my bronzer and kind of like added it on my cheeks, my forehead, my chin, kind of making a little bit under my neck, kind of making it look like I've been running in the desert, and you know, dirt and sun, all that stuff is kind of caked on my face. I know you can't really see it, but it's there, I promise. Next up is this jacket that, it's not that long, got it from Goodwill. It's actually originally from Old Navy. And I took all the buttons off because the buttons look really stupid. But it was originally, sorry, that was my phone. It was originally a khaki color, but I wanted it orange, and I needed it orange. So I used Rit dye, which was my first time ever using it, and I kind of screwed up. Like you can see, there's a bunch of lighter patches, kind of wrinkled in some spots, and it's definitely not one solid color, but in all honesty, I like that. You know, it kind of looks like I've been in the desert running around, and it's faded from, you know, all the time spent out in the sunlight, so it actually looks really cool for this character. Next is my t-shirt, which is just a basic t-shirt that I got from Joann's, and I used red, orange, and yellow fabric paint to just kind of smear this design all over. It's not really a design, it's just a chaotic swirl of colors, which ties into her name, Perfect Chaos. So it's just a blob of color. It's supposed to almost look like the explosion she created. So. Next up for this is my pants, and these were kind of straight legs, but I took them in and made them skinnies. First time doing it, turned out pretty cool looking. And they're just like this gray color. They're stretchy and they're really comfortable, which I love. So nice for the pants. And over here, I've got my gun, my Killjoy gun, that I made out of cardboard, and the tutorial is up here on YouTube if you want to make your own like this. And you know, with it being super lightweight, it's really easy to tote around, and you know, I like how it turned out. It's pretty cool. Then I got my holster that I made out of duct tape, and I'm gonna have to try to make a different kind, sturdier one, because this one's starting to fall apart. But I got those tied on with just a simple fire bandana, kind of just around my waist. I had it around my leg. I had it up on my hips with a belt, but it works better down here because it's like right there. I just gotta, you know, like that kind of thing. My boots are just these kind of combat style-ish boots. I got these from Famous Footwear quite a long time ago, and you know, they're pretty comfy, and I've worn them quite a bit, so they're kind of scuffed up, but again, that works with the character. So yeah. Finally, the last part of my cosplay are these fake leather, definitely not real, fingerless gloves. You know, they've got the straps across, they got the studs on the knuckles, and I got these from Claire's. I've had them for so long, and I never had a reason to wear them because I'm not a badass. So it doesn't really go with anything in my wardrobe, but it works perfectly for this cosplay. So I'm just super stoked that I found a use for these gloves. Finally! So that concludes this cosplay. I hope you guys liked it. If you don't know about My Chemical Romance's album, Danger Days, I recommend looking it up, especially the videos for Nana and Sing. That kind of, those two encompass, you know, a bit of the world for Killjoys. If you want further, if you want a further story with those, I highly recommend the comic book. It's called The True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys. That's not a sponsored thing. I bought them with my own money, so it's like my own personal recommendation. But the comics are really good. The story's cool. It's very well drawn. It's definitely worth the money. So again, that was this cosplay, and I'm psyched that I could show it to you guys because it's definitely one that I love and I'm very proud of because it is my own character. But it also goes to show that you can cosplay your own character. You know, it doesn't have to be one that's well established that everybody knows. You can create your own and cosplay them. It's not against the rules. There are no rules. So I'll catch you guys when I do my next video. Okay? Peace out.